You know that theory about how your phone and other devices secretly listen to you? That's honestly preferable to what happens to some of the people in this movie at the hands of an actual device. I'm never looking at a pressure washer the same way ever again. Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan Cam, here with my brief thoughts on M3gan. This was directed by Gerard Johnstone. It was written by, and I want to get the name right, Akila Cooper. I think I got that right. And this is another horror film from Blumhouse, and it continues the tradition of starting off a new movie year with a horror movie, like the first weekend of January, without fail. It tells the story of a woman named Gemma, played by Allison Williams. She works at this toy company and is constantly pressured to try and come up with the next big thing. However, after her niece comes into her guardianship after losing both of her parents in a car accident, she accidentally discovers, well, not discovers, but rediscovers a project that she had been working on for a while. Basically, a robot that becomes uniquely paired to your children, named M3gan, played by Amy Donald. And to describe the rest of the movie in a quote, well, this Jeff Goldblum quote.
Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
This movie has been getting surprisingly good reviews, especially for a movie of this subject matter, considering the fact that it's a horror movie, it's in January. It should not be getting as good reviews as they are, but they are. And I was a bit excited, but also I guess I was cautiously optimistic. Not gonna lie, I had a thoroughly good time with this. The highlight of the movie was the effects and the acting in regards to M3gan. The effects in this movie look honestly quite impressive. I don't know if it was CGI exclusively or if there were some practical effects or perhaps there was a mixing of the two, but that effects team deserves a raise because they deserve it. Like I said in the intro, the actor playing M3gan is Amy Donald, but the voice of M3gan is Jenna Davis. And they both do very good jobs. M3gan starts out and, she's a doll. So she starts out very, loving and cute and all of that. But then by the end, oh boy, it goes the complete opposite way. It was paramount to strike a delicate balance between the two. And I think this creative team did a really good job. The main character outside of M3gan is the inventor Gemma. She's played by Allison Williams, and I was having a hard time placing her. Turns out she's Rose from Get Out. So it was nice to see her in this. And really, the movie does a good job of handling the whole surrogate mother, surrogate daughter, or I guess the mom trying to take care of the niece and having it thrust onto her because of a tragic accident. I thought it was handled pretty good for the most part. I've seen some reviews that say that the kid was acting like super bratty, and I can understand, but at the same time, the movie does a good job of showing that she's been through a lot, and so in certain doses, I can agree and see where she's coming from. Also, the movie also does a good job of showing that this little girl is under the influence of M3gan, which becomes more and more and more powerful as the movie goes on. And the movie actually acknowledges this. So in that context, I bought into it. Also, I've seen some comments that describe this movie as a bit of a comedy, and I think I maybe laughed once, maybe twice in this. And there were honestly some moments that I was laughing at how over the top it was, specifically one scene involving the bully, and you've seen it in the trailer, so you're gonna know the one I'm talking about. The kid uses the one F-bomb allowed in a PG-13, so you'll know it when you hear/see it. And on that note, I think my biggest problem with the movie as a whole is that the movie is PG-13. This screams for an R rating of some kind because in terms of the gore, this movie, and I didn't want it to be a gore fest, and it honestly shouldn't have been, But considering some of the stuff that happens to some of these people, it is very clearly obvious that this was cut down to a PG-13 rating because it would attract more of an audience. There are really good PG-13 horror movies out there. 1408 and Poltergeist immediately scream into my mind. But this movie was deliberately edited to where you see blood for maybe a couple milliseconds and then it is completely washed away. It is like, this was clearly supposed to be rated R, but because I guess a focus group said, "Oh no," they cut it back, and it is painfully obvious. And my other kind of sort of problem, but it's small in grand scheme, is that I feel like there was more of an opportunity to capitalize more on the commentary side of things about parenting and how parents seem to just let the kids' phones dictate things. And there are seeds of good ideas planted, but I don't really think they're capitalized on as much as I would like them to. But in the overall, I thought this movie was a lot better than I was expecting, and I'm going to give this one a good rating, which is not something that I was thinking I was going to give this movie, but this was a pleasant surprise. But what did you all think of M3gan or M3gan? Leave your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to read what you have to say. And if you like this video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel and click the bell to allow notifications. That way when a new video drops, you'll be the first to know about it. My name is Ryan Cam, and I'll see you in the next one.